Hey, you guys, it's time for the Doug Garrison Show. This week, Doug gets the details on fundraising in Little Lake for the UP Home Health Hospice Foundation. There's a run on Thanksgiving morning called the Turkey Trot that sounds like a good way to work up an appetite. And the firearm deer season opens this week, and Doug talks to a Yooper about that. Not just any Yooper, the Yooper. But well, that's me! Stick around, don't be running to the bathroom now because that Doug Garrison Show starts right now.
Tell the host 2 minutes. Stand by live to tape. Lighting to show level, please. Confirm front of house sound PFL. Roll tape on masters to all the places. Alright, let's clear the set. Cue John music, open stage mics, standby effects, standby CG. Standby to open on 3, 2. Alright folks, let's have a good show. Stand by, roll it in.
All right, thanks for joining us here on the Doug Garrison Show. We've got a good show for you tonight, but before we get to that, I want to mention next week we're doing our Thanksgiving show. It's going to be kind of special this year. We're going to share some Thanksgiving memories. I have some of mine that I'd like to share with you, but we'd like to hear what yours are. Not things you're thankful for. We all get that. We're all thankful for our families and our health and our prosperity and our friends. We want to hear your Thanksgiving memories. Maybe they're touching, maybe they're funny, maybe the dog ate the turkey, maybe Grandpa fell asleep in the mashed potatoes. Let us know what your memorable Thanksgiving memories are. Send them to us on Facebook. Like us at the Doug Garrison Show Facebook page. Send us your memories. Tell us your name, where you're from. Send us a photo. We'd like to include that in next week's Thanksgiving show. Okay, we'll be looking for that. Until then, we're going to talk about some fundraisers coming up, and we're going to talk about something that has to do with the opener of deer season. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Riverside of Marquette wants you back to school, back in the woods, or back home for the weekend in a new pre-owned car or truck. And to do it, we're going to give you a $500 Visa gift card. Their lot is busting with late model local trade-ins, many with over 30 MPGs, payments as low as $89 a month, financing from 1.9%. With well over 600 to choose from, why would you go anywhere else? Riverside Auto Mall of Marquette.
There are many reasons for pre-planning funerals. Peace of mind, sparing family difficult decisions, paying for tomorrow's services at today's prices. But none is more important than making someone's loss a little less empty. Contact Canale Tonella Funeral Home for their free brochure on pre-planning.
As I have mentioned before on this show, we like to feature good people doing good things, and oftentimes things that are happening are generated from a business. And we have an example of that tonight, not just a business, but a group of people called UP Pink Power, represented here by Sally Searle of The Throttle Bar and Grill in beautiful downtown Little Lake.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you finally. I've heard your name for a long time and seen a lot of the stuff you're doing. Specifically this weekend, you're painting the throttle pink.
Yep.
Yeah, what's up with this Pink Power now?
Well, UP Pink Power is a group of women. We are in the Gwynn area. It's myself, Lori Van Dam, and Pat Makala. And we have evolved.
Did it start out related to cancer care? Because that's where we associate the pink.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
It started out with a group of there were about 8 of them, that were raising money for the Avon Walk for the Cure in Chicago.
Right.
And they did that walk for several
years.
Yeah, they did that walk for a couple years. And their lives evolved, and they were ready to drop the whole thing, and the 3 of us knew that we couldn't let that happen.
Yeah.
So we have picked it up, but we've evolved it into something a little different, where we keep it completely local.
Good.
And we spread it out. We've adopted a motto of, we call it paying it forward.
Yeah.
And we help folks that are in need. Mainly what we help are folks that are going through medical stuff. Lots of cancer. It affects so many people. Lots of kids. We're helping kids. We're helping families.
And these people need emotional support, but also financial support. So you raise a lot of money for this.
Yeah.
Specifically this weekend, this Saturday at The Throttle, formerly The Full Throttle, now The Throttle.
Yeah.
We're painting the throttle pink. And I wore my pink, by the way.
Thank
Wanted
you.
to show you that.
Thank you. Yeah.
And it's a pool tournament, and you're raising money. And the money you raise Saturday is going to the UP Home Health and Hospice Foundation.
Yes.
They have a foundation, and you just like you said, you spread it around. This is the nonprofit group that you've selected for to benefit from your fundraising this weekend.
For this Saturday,
Yeah,
yes, exactly.
That's great.
Exactly, yes.
What do the gals need to know about the event Saturday?
Well, they need to know that the sign-up goes from 2 to 2:30 on Saturday. First of all, the Throttle is located on M35 in beautiful downtown Little Lake.
Centrally located.
Plenty
right?
of parking.
Yep.
We start the tournament at 3 o'clock. It's going to be an 8-ball ladies league rules, but we do ball in hand. It's got a little bit of an extra spin on it.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. You do not have to be good at pool. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
It's just all about
we're having fun and raising some money.
camaraderie. The guys are at camp. Come on out, put your pink on,
Yep.
and have a good time.
Yep.
And we will be doing 50-50 raffles. And bucket raffles as well. We've got a lot of stuff.
And if you wear your pink shirt, you get some free tickets to
you
go into the
can.
raffles.
Yeah, you get more stuff.
And you don't have to register in advance. You register at the event, so there's no advance registration. So show up sometime between 2 and 3. Get registered. You're going to pick random partners for people, so it's not extremely a competitive thing, but you do have prizes for winners.
We do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But the idea is to have fun and support your UP Pink Power efforts.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I noticed, I went to your website, and we have people can go to your website and find out more about this, but you've done things all along. Every weekend you're doing this, or sometime every weekly, your bike night, raising money and awareness for other charities. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we do it every Thursday at the Throttle, and then on Tuesdays in the summer we do it at the Up North Lodge as well.
Which you're also a co-owner of the Up North Lodge.
Yes, and we have different organizations every week that we raise money for, all, again, local areas, from all kinds of different venues, I guess.
And I think people, if they visit your website, can see who you've raised money for there.
Yeah, and 2012, we were able to raise, between the two places, nearly $30,000.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
You and your husband, Scott,
both,
and the ladies you brought with you tonight should be credited with that.
Thank you.
You know, one of the things I've mentioned before in this is there's a lot of different ways to raise money. The old way is just to put the hand out and say, could you donate to this event? But what I found that really works by doing this show is that people have events and activities and programs. Come and do this, have fun with this, but at the same time, we're going to raise money for this great thing, like you're doing with your UP Pink Power effort.
Yeah.
Well, Sally, thank you so much for coming on. Good luck with this event.
Thank you.
Ladies, go on out to downtown Little Lake.
Thank you.
Participate, play some pool, have some fun, raise money for a good.
Thank you for having us. This is great exposure.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much. All right.
Glad you were here.
Thank you.
All right, stick around. When we come back, we're going to talk about some running, a turkey trot for another fundraiser, so don't go away.
City Insurance has you covered. Located on Washington Street, Marquette.
The Doug Garrison Show is brought to you in part by Iron Bay Computer and Design. Iron Bay gives you the quality and service you demand. And by Cliffs Natural Resources, a global mining leader with local investment and impact. Cliffs Natural Resources. All right. Okay. All right. Thanks for sticking around. I said if you're looking for something to do Thanksgiving morning, well, I didn't say that. I'll tell you that now. If you're looking for something to do Thanksgiving morning to work up an appetite, we have just the thing. It's called the MSHS Turkey Trot. With us is Marisa Bovey. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
I'll be honest with you. I've never run in your Turkey Trot. I'm not much of a runner. I'm kind of short-legged, so I don't do a lot. I'm more of a sprinter, in case you didn't know.
Got it.
But you've been doing this for how many years now?
This is our third year.
Third year.
Yes. Yep.
And it's a fundraiser for different MSHS organizations.
Correct.
Yeah. Who's again, kind of like the ladies we just had on. It changes yearly, right? Who you raise funds for?
Actually, the past 2 years and this year, it's all gone to support the Business Professionals of America Club,
okay.
as well as the MSHS Orchestra.
Okay.
Now, this pays for traveling funds for both. The orchestra will be traveling to Ireland in April.
Nice.
And the BPA club goes to Grand Rapids, and this year we are going to Orlando for nationals. So we're really excited about that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, do those clubs then run this event as well?
Correct, yes. It's mainly student-led, all through the high school, all the funds directly to the high school. Our logo was designed by high school students, and
Nice.
we're there working it the day of, and some of us run it. So.
Yeah, and you run.
Maybe this year, maybe.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: who runs? Is it high school students running, or is it people from the community across a mixture of people?
We have several high school students that have done it in the past years, as well as teachers. Teachers love to do this one.
Sure.
And yeah, community, and there's a lot of people who bring their dogs. We actually have first place for men and women. We have a trophy, and then we also have first place for men and women with a dog category as well, fastest dog.
So it's even though it's competitive, it's not something that's ultra competitive. It's
Correct,
more come out and have fun with this deal of running on Thanksgiving
exactly.
morning. I've noticed this in the past. You've had a couple bad weather days. I think was it last year? Was it or
Last
2 years ago?
Wasn't that bad.
There was
2
one
years.
morning I remember thinking, I think they're running that Turkey Trot this
Yes.
morning.
Yeah, it can be. It kind of makes it fun though.
That's part
right?
of living
It's
in
UP.
Marquette. Yeah, well, you're going to go home and take a shower anyway, right? And warm up and.
Yep.
Tell me about the run itself. Where do you start? Where do you finish? How long is the run?
We go from the MSHS canopy, and it's a 5K and 10K. We go down the bike path, and then you come back to the canopy, and so it takes us however long you can run a 5K and 10K, right?
Yeah. And cost involved? What does it cost?
It's a $30 registration fee, and this includes a T-shirt.
Nice.
Really nice. This year, they're really nice athletic wear, and with the logo and our sponsors as well.
Awesome.
And so, like I said.
Do you have to pre-register?
There is an option to pre-register. You can go to active.com. That closes November 20th. And we also have a pre-registration pickup. You can get your T-shirt and number and everything the Wednesday before, the 21st, from 5 to 7 at the MSHS canopy.
Okay. Can you register the morning of
Correct,
the event?
yes.
Okay, you can show up and register.
The actual race starts at 9 o'clock. However, the registration starts at 8 o'clock, and you can come and get everything like that.
So you can pre-register at that website, active.com, the day before from 5 to 7 at MSHS.
That's where you can pick it up, yes.
Pick it up,
Yep.
okay, or register the day of the event.
Correct.
That's cool, and obviously both these organizations, your business professionals group, which you're a member of that group.
Correct, yes. Yep.
Yeah. Are you an officer of that club?
I'm the president this year.
Congratulations.
So, well, thank you.
Way to go. That's a great organization. I've seen a lot of good stuff come out of there. And the orchestra, both organizations that can use these funds for good things, for your trips and to advance what you're trying to do. Here's my question. What about who's cooking the turkey while people are out running? Because I have responsibilities at home. I mean, that's one of my issues.
This leaves you the whole afternoon, half the morning.
Going to work up an appetite, like I said.
Exactly. Finish the race. And
my problem, I think, if I went and ran a 5K or a 10K, I'd be napping. My nap time would be moved up from 7 p.m. to more like noon.
That could be problematic.
Yeah, but a lot of people, I think, are maybe in a little better shape than I am to do this. So I think it's probably a great way to start your day and to start your Thanksgiving weekend. I wish you luck with it. It's a cool event. Raises money for two good causes. Hope you have good weather. Regardless, it doesn't matter. People are going to run and enjoy themselves.
That's right. Well, thank you.
And good luck to both your organizations.
Thank you.
Marisa, thanks for joining us. We'll have a good time with that on Thanksgiving morning, the MSHS Turkey Trot. Okay, speaking of wild animals, when we come back, we're going to be talking to someone who has some experience with wild animals and has even been considered a wild animal himself. So stick around. We'll be right back with a Yooper. All right.
Guess what? You can get any new or used car financed in the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union for 3.9% APR, new or used. Got your eye on this new Escalade? 3.9%. How about this 75 Gremlin? 3.9%. Looking at this stylish Dodge Dart? 3.9%. How about a new Chevy Cruze? 3.9%. RV, boat, tractor? 3.9%. What about this DeLorean time machine? 3.9%. 3.9% auto loans, new and used at the Marquette Community Federal Credit Union. Stop in and apply today.
I'm one. She's not alone. I'm one too.
1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in their lifetime.
For those of us with breast cancer, there is hope.
With early detection, 99% of women can be cured.
At Bell Hospital, your mammogram is reviewed while you're on site, and follow-up testing can be done the same day.
With the latest in breast cancer detection, Bell Hospital is the right choice for the mammogram that matters most.
Yours.
Now, there are many ways to deal with a stubborn drain. There's the more passive approach, or everybody's least favorite, the aggressive approach. Or you can just call Swick Home Services. Their high-definition LED camera can go where no plumber has gone before, deep inside your sewer lines to find the root of the problem. So if you're battling a backed-up sewer, remember, my friend, choose your weapon wisely. Those Swick guys do everything.
Yep. All right, tonight's West End Update is presented by Fox Nagani. New cars, used cars, and one of the area's most respected service departments at Fox Nagani. Of course, they're only the best. And I want to thank them for sponsoring our West End Update. I want to mention, too, Fox Nagani, along with Fox Marquette, they're collecting new toys for Christmas. These toys are going to be donated to kids who could use them for the Christmas season. Stop in at Fox Nagani or Fox Marquette, drop off new toys, and you get free tickets to the NMU Michigan Tech hockey game, which is going to be December 4th. There are a limited amount of tickets available, so drop them off between now and December 4th. If there's no tickets left, drop the toys off. They're going to be for a good cause, so we appreciate that. And I want to thank Fox Nagani and Fox Marquette for that. All right. It's deer season. We've got a special guest with us, author, musician, songwriter, comedian, entrepreneur. Yeah, that's it. It's made famous by the Yoopers. This is Hooli, the Yoopers frontman for many years. Thanks for joining us here on the Doug Garrison Show. It's about time, man.
Yeah, you know, it's a privilege really to be here with the Jay Leno Mackey of the UP.
Absolutely.
So where's the coach?
Proud to
I
hear
figured
that.
I'd have a coach here to sit on, you know. So we got a table here, folks.
Yeah.
I sold this today for $3. It came out of the Yoopers Tourist Trap. And this thing, they borrowed from the Holiday Inn. So that's pretty cool. Innovative, you know. When the word cheap, you know, or tight doesn't mean anything to the UP because people are proud of that. They're proud of being, you know, that conservative with their money.
Resourceful. We
Good
call
job,
it on a
babe.
budget. Yeah, we're resourceful. Speaking of items of interest, you've got a gift shop up the road there called the Tourist Trap. And let me say, first of all, I think that is the absolute best name for a gift shop going, Tourist Trap. When I saw you guys open that and named it the Tourist Trap, I said, that's the best.
Yeah.
We're not kidding around here.
Well, we're in the business of making people laugh, and we were just talking about that today. My wife was saying how, you know, you can hear when people come in the summers, you hear giggling all over the store. People are giggling and laughing and stuff, and there's certain little things that they laugh at, and you know, they're key things in some of our product and stuff. And you know that it's nice when people. I mean, I looked at it this way when I thought this whole thing out. People, the world's largest ball of twine has been on 3 major motion pictures. A ball of twine. I figure, hey, I can do better than this. I can get a big Gusta chainsaw.
Yeah.
So,
World's biggest chainsaw. Yeah,
people love it.
Well, you have a lot of gag gifts there. But you've also got legitimate gifts, and I don't want to encourage people to stop up for Christmas shopping. We encourage people to shop locally. Yeah. There's nothing more local than the Yoopers Tourist Trap.
Yes, we're doing real well now. We had a little problems when K.S. Sawyer closed because K.S. Sawyer was a good 20-30% of our business at Christmas. So, you know, we lost and had to figure out a way to get that back. And over the last, we've been advertising using television and the media, and it's worked because that visual is there. And, you know, it's the best thing there is. You show them your T-shirts, you show them all the stuff. And people come in and say, man, I want that knife that was set in that bear carving and so forth. And it really works.
You got a
Television
good
really
location, a lot of traffic up there in West Ishpeming. A lot of people see it. You know, people from the base, they weren't from around here. They thought this stuff was unique. All the stuff you got in your store, all the locals go, well, I got stuff in my kitchen. So it's not as special. But you got a lot of good stuff up there. I encourage people to stop up and shop locally.
Yes.
You know, you've been around a while, and I want to say you're kind of wearing some clothes. I'm not sure where you dug those out of your closet, but you're starting to get a little on in years these days.
People expect you to, you know, kind of dress.
Well, I like the bow tie there. You look good with that. But
I'm into rocks and minerals, so I make a lot of jewelry.
Yeah, looks good.
I'm a wussy now. I'm a Yooper wussy. I backed out and I'm going to Arizona now.
Oh boy.
Every winter. And what I do is I ship all my rocks down there, and I have a setup, and I work every day. I'm a type of person that has to be busy every day. Even on Saturday and Sunday, I have to be working, doing something. I'm not a workaholic, but I just love to stay busy, create things right, and so forth.
Well, you're not going to be shoveling any snow in Arizona.
No, but boy, is it nice. We're in a section that's all people from Nebraska. I didn't know anybody from Nebraska, and it's like being in the UP. I mean, they're those down to earth people, and you know, they're a lot of fun.
You ever been to Nebraska?
Yes, many times. You know, it's I've never seen any people or seen any buildings, but I know
trees
there's
or
Nebraska.
anything. It's a tough place.
No, they're pretty nice people. They kind of email you and say, "Holy, we miss you," you know.
Yeah. No.
So,
well, listen, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back, and this is the first day of deer season, so I want to talk to you a little bit about deer season. I've got some questions I want to ask. I'm not that familiar with it. You might be able to enlighten me a little bit, because you are
oh yeah,
musician, author, songwriter, entrepreneur. So we'll be right back with Hooli of the Yoopers. Stick around.
Save thousands at Fox Nagani's 2012 closeout event.
All remaining new 2012 Chevys, Buicks, and GMCs are at closeout pricing.
Plus, qualified buyers can get 0% financing on virtually all remaining 2012 models.
Or lease a 2012 Buick Enclave for just $399 per month. Plus, deep discounts on 2012 Chevy Cruze, just $299 per month.
Now at Fox Nagani, Marquette County's hometown dealer, only the best.
There are no linen tablecloths, no fine china, and no extensive wine list. Yes, we do have great food. Yes, our hearty buffets are loaded with choices. And yes, our desserts are made fresh. Oh, and one other thing, when the bill arrives, yes.
All right, the Upper Peninsula's national holiday begins today. It's deer season, firearm deer season. Hooli, I'm going to come clean with you. I'm not a hunter. I have never been to deer camp. My one question is, does each bedroom have its own bath and shower? That's my only concern.
Are you kidding me?
Huh?
Listen, you go out there. The whole purpose of deer camp is to go out there with one pair of underwear for 2 weeks, because you got to smell like the rest of the guys, you know. Yeah, you'd say, oh, God, is this an awful smell? But not when you smell like everybody. It's the same, you know. So that's bonding, male bonding.
It sounds like your underwear is going to be bonded to your body.
No, you just flip them around and put them on, you know, the first week, second week.
Now, you did one of your famous songs is a deer camp song, and it highlights some of the stories and things that have happened to you in deer camp. You know, anything you want to share with us that you can share to a worldwide audience?
It was an easy song to write, because it was mostly, we had so many parties when we were kids, and you know, when we finally reached 21 at the camp, it was easy. And it struck a chord all over the United States, and I figured it would. I mean, nobody's any different. I don't care where you live. Yeah. And you hunt different things, and whitetail, and you hunt elk and all that stuff. But basically, it's the bonding thing with the guys that
like
we were singing
you
about.
Mentioned Millimackie. Anything going on out at that Millimackie camp that we should know about?
Well, you know, that camp's been there for many, many, many years, and a lot of different, you know, from great-great-great-grandpa all the way through, and all the kids have it. They're like kids. They're in their 30s and 40s. But that's where I go. And, you know, Vito comes out there. So Vito shows up one day with this long black flashlight. We never seen one at that time like it, you know, and he said he borrowed it. It was in the backseat of a car with a funny looking light on the top, you know, and there's a beauty, a big metal one. So Vito's got to go out to the outhouse. So he says, I got to take a break from the card game. So he goes out to the outhouse, and he's got the one-piece hunting suit. He drops it, puts the flashlight alongside of him, and it was on, you know. So he gets up to pull his pants up, knocks the flashlight down in the hole. It goes down and sticks in. So it's on and it's sticking in there. Here's the miracle at deer camp. Miracle at deer camp. This is the first time in 70 years of that deer camp that you will go out there, drop your pants, spread your legs, and read a magazine. And it was like there was 1950s Playboy books in there that I knew they were magazines, but I never read. I was like, oh man, I'm going to put these on eBay, you know.
You finally had a light.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And then, you know, we wrote a letter to Eveready thinking that, you know, this would make a great commercial. And we never heard from them.
I wonder why.
You know, that light stayed on for 2 weeks.
Yeah, deer camp, like you say, it's quite a bonding experience, and you get to know probably more about the guys than you want to know about them, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I go out to camp. I quit hunting years and years ago because I had such bad luck. I had the worst luck hunting. So, I mean, I shot my truck twice, you know, and once in the transmission, believe it or not, you know. So I just gave it up. Now I just like going out there just to be with the guys.
So many of the guys I talk to, sometimes they don't even fire a shot out there, but they have the best time of their lives.
No. Yeah, we just go out there just to visit, and it's that bonding thing, you know. I mean, if you've been married as long as I have, you know, you run out of things to say, so you're kind of anxious to get around the guys because you never run out of things to say. You've heard the same jokes 100 times, but you still laugh at them.
They still work. You play some cards, you drink some beer, and you enjoy the camaraderie of deer camp.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it sounds good. You got some books here you wanted to show us.
Well, these are, you know, being that I'm an author, you know, this is a, you know, your Yooper Wen book. It's a funny little book.
Yep, that'd be a
and
good
then this is our recipes gleaned from my mother's collection after my mother passed away. That's the first thing I took. Myself and my mother were best friends. We fished a lot and laughed a lot, and she had that great sense of humor. So these are from her. We changed the name to have fun with the recipes, but they go back to the 20s, 30s, and 40s. And it's called the Yoopers Party Cookbook, Authentic Yooper Recipes for a Bring-A-Dish Social Gatherings.
I'm sure that would be good.
And this is Hooley's True Yooper Tales. This only shows you, kids out there, that a D student can write a book as long as you got an A student editing the book. See, and that's my son, Jesse.
There you go.
There's a trick to that, see?
Well, you know, it's important to, you know, who you associate with, not only just in deer camp, but who you surround yourself when you're writing books and doing your music and all that stuff. You've got a wealth of experience. A lot of it, I'm sure, shows up in these books and of course, all your deer camp stories. Hooley, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Have yourself a good winter.
Yes.
Encourage people to stop up and see you at the Tourist Trap and certainly enjoy your time out
there.
I'm
thrilled to be like with the Jay Leno Mackey of the UP.
We're proud to have you. We're proud to have you. All right, you guys out there, enjoy deer season, okay? Be safe.
Don't forget the toilet
paper.
Thanks
for seeing us. Don't forget the toilet paper. All right, we'll be right back with some final thoughts.
Are you ready to make some music? Well, Jim's Music and Teaching Center is where it all starts. A great selection of instruments and the area's best music teachers make Jim's Music your one-stop music shop. Jim's Music has name brand instruments, new and used. Plus, they rent and repair, and they have everything you need for school band and orchestra. Jim's Music, locally owned and operated for more than 25 years, and now in 4 locations. Jim's Music and Teaching Center, where music makes you smarter.
I fix all my accidents at Superior Collision.
For all those unexpected dents and dings, call Superior Collision. The Better Buildings for Michigan program has been extended for North Marquette residents.
I was introduced to the program
last year when it was started in South Marquette. Well, their very first visit, they brought in some gray foaming to cover the pipes for the hot water tank, put some water saver adapters on the faucets, and they recommended what windows should be replaced. Very happy to have them do what they did.
To take part in the Better Building for Michigan programs, contact the Superior Watershed Partnership.
I want to thank our guests, Sally Searle from UP Pink Power, Marisa Bovey from the MSHS Turkey Trot, and from the Yoopers, Hooli. Remember, Facebook us your Thanksgiving memories and join us here again next week on The Doug Garrison Show.